What is going on, everyone? This is Eric coming at you from just outside of Hartford, Connecticut. And today, we're going to be looking at the Leonard Floyd draft pick trade, which occurred during the 2016 NFL Draft. Now, this trade essentially saw the Chicago Bears move up 2 spots in the first round in exchange for giving up a 4th round pick. So we're going to start by discussing the Bears, who traded up to the 9th overall selection. With that, they would pick linebacker Leonard Floyd. Now, Floyd had a solid rookie season, as he would record 7 sacks, 1 forced fumble, 1 fumble recovery, which he did return for a touchdown, 1 safety, and 33 tackles over 12 games. Now, he missed 2 games due to a calf injury, and another 2 games due to separate concussions. But other than that, he was pretty solid as a rookie. Now, he continued his strong play in 2017, as he would record 4.5 sacks, 1 safety, and 34 tackles over 10 games before he sprained his MCL and LCL in his knee, which ended his season early. Now, 2018 saw Floyd record his first career interception, which he did return to the house for a touchdown. But he also managed to get 4 sacks and 47 tackles. Now, in 2019, he ended the year with 40 tackles and 3 sacks. However, after the season, the Bears, who had picked up his 5th-year option, decided, you know what, he's been getting hurt a bit. He's not worth the hefty $10 million plus that the 5th-year option is. So they just decided, you know what, let's just cut him. So, yeah, not the best, but not the worst. Now, the Buccaneers were the team that they traded up with. So the Bucs got 2 picks. The first, which was the 11th overall, which they would use to select cornerback Vernon Hargreaves. Now, Hargreaves would win a starting job as a rookie, and he played well, recording 9 passes defended, 76 tackles, and 1 pick. He held on to the starting job in 2017, and through 9 games, he recorded 42 tackles with 5 passes defended before a hamstring injury cut his season short. Now, in the Bucs' opening day game of the 2018 season against the Saints, he recorded 7 tackles, 1 forced fumble, and 1 pass defended before he would tear the labrum in his shoulder, which ended his season after that 1 game. Now, he had a solid start to the 2019 season, recording 4 passes defended, 40 tackles, and 1 pick through 9 games, but up to that point, he was surprisingly waived by the Buccaneers as they decided that they wanted to just go in a different direction with the franchise. They didn't need him anymore as a starter. So, yeah, it was a bit surprising that they didn't at least trade him at the deadline, but it is what it is. So next, they also got the 106th pick in exchange for trading down 2 spots, and they would trade this pick to the Kansas City Chiefs in a somewhat infamous trade that netted them the 59th overall selection. With this pick, they would select kicker Roberto Aguayo. Now, Aguayo was the highest drafted kicker since Mike Nugent in 2005, and unfortunately for them, it didn't really work out. Now, Nugent was one of the more accurate kickers in NCAA history, and he is still the most accurate kicker in the Atlantic Coastal Conference, where he played. But in the NFL, he struggled immensely as a rookie. He converted 22 of his 31 field goal attempts, which was quote-unquote good for a success rate of 71%. Now, this 71% success rate was worst among NFL kickers that year. He also missed a pair of extra point attempts, but we'll give him a slight pass here since this was still like one of the first years where they had moved the extra point back. So, now he was waived after 1 preseason game in 2017, as it was clear that he wasn't going to win the kicking battle, so they decided let's give him at least a shot to get another job. Next, we have the Kansas City Chiefs. They're the last team involved in this trade, and they got a pair of picks in exchange for moving down 15 spots in the second round, or from the second to the third, I guess you could say. The first pick was the 74th overall selection, and with that, they would pick corner Kevare Russell, and Russell unfortunately struggled to learn the defense and failed to impress the coaching staff, so much so that he was actually cut prior to the Chiefs' first game of the 2016 season. Bust and a half because he just couldn't learn the defensive scheme in any way, shape, or form. Now, they also got the 106th pick, which they would use to select safety Eric Murray. Now, Murray would spend his first 2 years as the backup free safety for Kansas City, recording 45 tackles, 5 passes defended, and a sack. Now, he would take over a starting job midway through the 2018 season, but unfortunately for him, he struggled, as he would record 55 tackles, 1 pick, and 2 passes defended. Now, after this season, he ended up getting traded. We will not be discussing that trade. So, all said and done, I mean, this isn't the most important trade in NFL history, but you saw a lot of guys who had a lot of potential, obviously Floyd, Hargreaves, and Aguayo, but none of them really panned out for their respective teams. The best player by far in this trade was Leonard Floyd, but the Bears gave up on him after 4 years. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Have a good rest of your day.